guys, welcome to the second tutorial on Unix programming for TCS. Sorry I couldn't post the videos on a regular basis. I was caught up with my own project training work and other stuff and all my exams and stuff. From now on I'll be posting videos on a regular basis. So let's get started. In my last tutorial I showed you about the begin block, the action block, the end block, the basic structure of the awk programming language. Today we'll be seeing about the print function and then the inbuilt variables and then the key terminologies in awk programming language. Let's see about the print statement first. The print is similar to all the other programming languages print statement. That is, if you want to display something in the output, we use the print in every programming language. It is just the same in the awk programming language as well. So what we do is, if we want to print hello world, we will type the word print followed by whatever we want to print, that is print hello world. Next comes the awk terms and inbuilt variables. I will show you this with an example. Alright, here this is our input. Alright, in this input, each and every line is called as the record, and each and every word is called as a field. For example, Uday is a field, 22 is a field, and then Chennai is a field. Raj is a field, 25 is a field, and Bombay is a field. So each and every word is a field and each and every line is called as a record. So there are 3 records, and in each record we have 3 fields. This is the most important term in awk. And then comes the inbuilt variables. Alright, now let's take a look at this code. Awk, this is how it begins, awk, the begin block, and here I have something called as the fs. What is this fs? This fs is called as the field separator. Now look at our input. So what separates our fields in this input? What do we have between the fields? I said you that Uday, 22 and Chennai are all fields, right? What is the thing that is separating this field? It is the comma, right? So this comma is known as the field separator. So the field separator is an inbuilt variable. We specify it in the begin block using the variable called as fs. We cannot change this. This is how we specify it. We specify it fs is equal to comma. Now what is this print $1? This print $1 will print the first word. Now if I run this code, you might expect it to print only Uday, right? Since it's gonna print only first word, but it prints Uday, Raj, John. It prints every line's first word. So that is how the action block works. This is the action block, right? So what happens is, this code will process every line in the file. It is like an inbuilt loop. That is, I don't have to specify it to process every line. This is how the action block works. If I specify it $1, what will happen is, the first line will go to the action block, the first word will get printed. Then the second line will go to the action block, the second line's first word would get printed, and then the third line would go to the action block, and then the third line's first word would get printed. It is like an inbuilt loop. The action block works like that. Now the $1 is also an inbuilt variable which specifies the first field. Now what if I want to print the second field? That is all. I have to click run. Now I am printing all the second field, that is 22, 25 and 36. What if I want to print the third field? I am printing Chennai, Bombay and Kerala. Now what if I want to print the entire line? For that I will use the inbuilt variable called as $0. Now if I click run, it prints the entire line. I will explain this again. When I want to print only the first field, that is the first word, I will be using the $1. What separates this field in our case is the comma, which is what we specify in the field separator inbuilt variable, and that we specify it only inside the begin block. Alright. So what happens is, each and every line from this file will go into the action block, and then for each and every line the first field will get printed. If I want to print the first field, I will use $1. Now what if I want to print first and third field? It's simple. I just type comma $3. Now what it will do is it will print Uday, Chennai, Raj, Bombay, John, Kerala. Alright, now here comes the question. Alright, what if I want to print them, that is I want to print all of these but separated by a hyphen. In that case what I can do is I can use something called as the output field separator. OFS is equal to a hyphen. Now if I run this, you can see that Uday hyphen Chennai, Raj hyphen Bombay, John hyphen Kerala. In place of this comma, this hyphen would come into play. That is how you have to just logically understand this. That is, in place of this comma, this hyphen would come. What if I don't specify anything for the OFS? By default, the OFS is a space. See, by default it's a space. If I don't specify anything for it, a space would come. Now if I want to have something such as a, let me use a slash. Alright, let me print all of the three. So what will happen is, in place of this commas, this slash would come into play. That is, the slash would replace this comma. You can see it over here, right? Uday slash 22 slash this slash. So this is how it works. Now instead of this, let me use the hyphen and try again. So Uday, why am I getting this? OFS. So this is how it works. This is how the output field separator works. So till now we saw about the field separator, the output field separator, the $1, the $2 and the $3. The $1 specifies the first field, $2 the second field, and then the $3 the third field. Let me not specify this. If I don't specify this, by default this is a space. That is all. We are just getting a space. In place of these commas, a space would get printed. So that is all for this tutorial, guys. I'll post another video soon. Thank you.